Hey everyone, and welcome to this episode of Underground Video Network's Behind the Counter. In this episode, we're going to be doing our little late, but our San Diego Comic-Con recap. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Underground Video Network's Behind the Counter. I'm Mike.
I'm Richard.
Since the last time we got to shoot an episode, we've had a lot of stuff come out from San Diego Comic-Con. Our last episode we did in the morning,
Right.
that Saturday morning, so it was like we knew there was still a bunch of really juicy stuff coming out. And due to some technical difficulties,
The podcast has been a little delayed.
Yeah,
That's the best we can say.
So, yeah, you're not catching one a few weeks late. We're a few weeks late, but there was so much stuff that came out, especially Saturday night at San Diego Comic-Con, that we had to mention that. Rich, for you, what was one of the big things?
That new Shazam trailer dropped.
Shazam. Yeah. I was a little leery about that one when I first heard about it a while ago, because if DC hasn't had the track record of dark movies, I probably wouldn't have been as leery. And when I heard that Zachary Levi was going to play Shazam, I was like, I'm really hopeful. And after seeing the trailer, I am more than hopeful. I have a lot of faith that this is going to be really good.
It looks pretty fun. Hopefully they'll keep the special effects up a little bit with this too. Because I don't know, it just looks fun. For a
It
change.
does. It looks fun, and I'm a huge Ant-Man fan, and that was one of the things I had mentioned to somebody. Was this reminded me of like DC's answer to Ant-Man, because Ant-Man is a great movie within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's the comedy.
Right.
It's the family friendly comedy. Deadpool's a comedy, but that's for us grown ups. But Ant-Man was more of the family friendly comedy in the MCU, and Shazam really has that feel about it. Shazam really feels like you're going to be able to bring the kids to see this one.
At least they're not driving around in an RV.
Yeah, they're not going too far back, but there were so many little details that I really appreciate that they showed in the Shazam trailer. They showed the wizard. They showed the sequence on the train when the wizard first pulls Billy in. It shows him as in the foster care system. It shows his family, and I'd love to point out that it definitely takes place in the DCEU, because his foster brother, who we're really hoping plays the same role in the movie that he does in the comic books, was wearing an Aquaman t-shirt. Not only was he wearing an Aquaman t-shirt, he was wearing my Aquaman t-shirt. I'm watching, I'm like, I own that shirt.
And there was a Superman reference to on the wall.
Yeah, but it does. It looks like a lot of fun. It really looks like Zachary has really fully encapsulated the pure character, the big cheese. And so that's something we're very much looking forward to.
And more DC.
Oh, we mentioned him a second ago. The trailer for Aquaman came out, and I was floored by it. It looks fantastic visually. What was kind of weird for me was it almost seemed to have a lighter tone.
I think it does. I think it really does.
It does. It has a lighter tone than the other movies, which hopefully it's that DC has learned their lesson. It's like, look, people love our movies, but when Justice League came out, the thing that the fans mentioned they loved the most was the upper side to it, the humor and everything. So hopefully DCU has learned their lesson. I just found out
not go overboard though. Yeah. Sorry, I had to bring that out.
I mentioned to a friend about it. I brought up the irony that a movie that takes place underwater, where there is no sunlight, is going to be the lighter of the movies. But visually, it looks fantastic. The cast looks great. I am a huge Aquaman fan from the Super Friends days. So
Speak of that, is he going to have the costume?
Oh man, my fingers
are
crossed. With
that Lego thing in San Diego?
And the Lego thing, and a lot of the exclusive action figures and statues that I've seen out of San Diego and from a lot of other sites shows him in a rendition of the classic gold and green uniform, and I'm really excited for that. And I'm also like, I'm gonna have to buy another costume because I've wanted to cosplay Aquaman since I first started doing this. I can't do the tights, and that was like the only way you could pull off classic Aquaman. And that's why I loved, when the new Aquaman came out. It was a costume I felt comfortable in. But now that I've seen, him and what looks like to be the new, retro style costume, I'm really excited for it. And we finally got the answer to the question that we have been asking since even back in Justice League. How are they going to talk?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was overthinking it. Is it going to be like telepathy?
Word balloons.
Word balloon? They talk. They talk. It was just that simple, and it worked. I liked that when they were talking, every once in a while you just see like a little oxygen bubble around. A lot of the underwater scenes really reminded me of The Abyss.
Oh, yeah. A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, because it was the way that they filmed The Abyss. A lot of it was underwater, some of it was camera tricks, and it really looked amazing. I'm really excited for the new Aquaman movie.
That's cool. Let's see, what else was there?
They released a lot of stuff. Keeping with DC, a lot of the CW shows gave their little previews for the upcoming seasons, and they looked fantastic. The one little thing from Flash that I'm really looking forward to is more with the daughter. But
But what did they do? Did they mess up the timeline? Did she screw things up?
Evidently, what we've learned from the upcoming trailers is that screwing with the timeline is an Allen family tradition. So very interested to see how that goes. The one little touch that I'm really looking forward to seeing is the return of the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. They didn't show.
But how does that mess up the timeline, though? If she brings it from the past, who invents it? Sorry, I had to throw that out there, Pete.
Let's see. We got a little bit from Wonder Woman,
Supergirl,
which was a small thing they mentioned.
Oh.
We didn't get to see very much, but we got to hear snippets about Wonder Woman. Was it 84?
Yep, 1984.
1984. Oh man! And I think they were really smart the way they did it because they didn't show too much, but they showed a lot of stuff with Chris Pine. Which
He's there.
He's there, which. It's going to be that question, why, how, it looked fantastic. But what I meant to say was Supergirl.
You're right.
This looks like it's going to be a very interesting season.
Moving to Sunday.
Yes.
So, that's kind of odd, but...
Yeah.
Because that used to be the death night for TV.
Yeah. Maybe what I'm hoping it is moving to Sunday night used to be, like you said, the Black Flag, but considering how many people like myself watch it through different services other than live TV, I'm happy because that means Monday night I'll get to watch Supergirl. So that means I'm going to have a nice steady flow of CW shows.
Because I think there is more people watching CW through the app than there is watching it on broadcast.
Probably. Let's see.
Arrow.
Arrow. I'm really looking forward to this season. The cliffhanger from last season was Oliver Queen turning himself into the FBI and admitting on national television that, yes, I am the Green Arrow. And it's going to show him what happens when you throw a superhero, an outed superhero, in prison with the people he put there. So that's going to be great. Another thing I'm really looking forward to is Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Always looking forward to that anyways, but when they announced that John Constantine, Matt Ryan, who I've met, is going to be a season regular this season.
That should be interesting.
Oh, man.
Because it's probably going a little more supernatural than I think.
Yes.
And then the one that plays Kid Flash, he's out now, though, right?
Yes.
Because he came on, then he went his own way. So.
Yeah.
But still, I think that's going to be great. And who knows who they might pick up along the way,
Exactly.
Because the big crossover.
Rich, go ahead.
Batwoman's, because we get to see Gotham. I think we mentioned that before, but we want to emphasize that this is going to be really wild next year. Or this season, I should say.
I am extremely excited to see Batwoman. Even if it was not within the realm of... They've mentioned Gotham and they've mentioned Bruce Wayne, but I hope they don't get bogged down. I don't care about seeing Batman.
Right.
Granted, some of my favorite episodes of Supergirl was when they brought, Superman in. I thought Tyler is...
That worked.
That worked very well. Will they do the same thing in Batwoman? Don't know. I don't care. I think Batwoman's an interesting enough character on her own.
Yeah.
I think Batman's just, he's everywhere.
Especially as long as they keep it with the new incarnation, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yes. Let's see, what else, Rich? Man.
That was a lot out of San Diego. There was stuff happening afterwards.
Yes, between San Diego and now, quite a few other things have dropped. I know one you're really looking forward to.
Alita Battle Angel. Robert Rodriguez dropped this. I mean, I mean, it looks like a live-action anime.
Yes, it really does.
And, full digital. I mean, everything in the story, I hope, keeps true to the original material.
They have in the past when they've done. I'm not the biggest anime fan. I won't lie and say that I am, but I have a lot of friends that are, and I know that when a lot of things from the anime community have been brought over to live action, it hasn't always really gone over well. We're talking about you, Death Note. I had so many of my friends like, I really want to watch this, and they're like, no.
But this trailer looks great.
The trailer looked amazing. I looked it up a little bit. I'm going into it fresh.
That's cool.
This is not an anime that I'm familiar with, and I'm hoping it's going to be one of those things that after I watch it, it really pulls me in and makes me want to watch.
And it's Robert Rodriguez.
It's Robert Rodriguez. I'm in anyways. I'll watch. If I found out he did safety driving videos for the Motor Bureau, I'd be like, when can I get my 4K DVD?
A quick note on anime, too. On Amazon Prime, Robot Carnival. I couldn't believe this. They got some classic anime. So if you're into anime, check out Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Sorry. Had to throw that in there. I love Amazon Prime right at the moment. So
so am I. Considering that Infinity War just dropped this weekend, I'm like, click. So guess who I got to watch die last night? The other big one. I'm just going to say the word, and I'm going to step out of his way. Godzilla.
Yeah, this trailer looks wild.
Wow.
I mean, this is like the new Godzilla universe, American style.
Yeah.
So, and what's her name from Stranger Things?
Yeah.
So, or Stranger Things.
Strange Things.
Sorry, people. But yeah, I think it's going to be great. And this sets it up right straight to the King Kong versus Godzilla. So,
the one thing I got out of the trailer, though, it looked amazing. But whenever I saw the girl who plays 11, it's like I just expected to see her kind of shake a little bit, and then her nose bleed, and then you just see Godzilla go flop.
So, I'm hoping that's King Ghidorah coming up out of with that storm, or that it looks like some kind of typhoon or something, but hopefully that's what it's going to be.
The other big one that's dropped this week was the second and more in-depth trailer to Venom. Wow. Wow. Now, you gotta admit, you gotta love their marketing, because what was the tagline? It's like, the world has enough superheroes. You're like, yeah.
And we saw the villain in the trailer, so looks pretty cool. I don't know. I'm not a huge Venom fan, but
I'm not either. I never bought like the solo issues, but whenever he was in the Spider-Man books, I always read them. I was there when the character. I'm old enough. I was there when the character was introduced. I've seen him, maniac murderer to redeemed hero.
Right.
It looks really good.
Hopefully the copy that I have, since I have 4 of them, goes up in price. Oh, sorry.
I am very excited visually getting to see more of Venom in the trailer. Getting to see him be a full-on this ain't no hero redemption story, man. This is
right.
It looks really amazing.
And it's standalone because no Spider-Man is in sight.
Yes, I've had a few people ask me that, and I'm like, no, this appears to be completely 100% out of those universes. It's going to be its own independent entity. But at least they kept it with Eddie Brock and the idea that he's a reporter, but there's no heavy backlog story about Peter Parker taking him on. It's just, it looks amazing.
Compared to Spider-Man 3.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you want to watch something that's really fun, though, you watch Spider-Man 3, watch the commentary. I felt so bad for those people while I was watching the commentary, because it's just like, they were so hopeful, and you're just, it's not. But yes, Venom looks really good. Rich, we've got some news.
Oh yeah, everybody. This is the first episode that's going to be moved over to our new YouTube channel. We're kind of getting things a little more psyched up, so this is our first episode, or 426.7.
Our first episode, .2.
Right.
Because me and Richard have talked about it before. It seems like we have always been the unknown trendsetters.
Because we started on YouTube way back in 2006.
Yeah.
So, with D-Boy and Peanut, they did their first gaming episode out of his apartment. So, we've been doing gaming episodes. We've done comic episodes, so we've been on the urge. And then we even streamed back in the day from your basement. So.
Yeah. And the problem is we started on YouTube quite some time before it had really, when it was still really fresh, and it was still really just people videotaping their cats.
Yep.
Not that there's any problem. I love me a good cat video. But at the time, it's not where people were going to watch, full
comic book on stuff. And then everybody started doing it, so.
Yeah. So we're back. So aside from those places, Richard, where can the fans at home watch and hear us when it works?
UndergroundVideoNetwork.com is the main website where you have the links to everything, and then you got our Facebook page, our Instagram, everywhere, Twitter. So just find us socially or on UndergroundVideoNetwork.com.